Hey guys, I just got my machine learning agent all wired up. It's now running inside of my supervisor-led AI data science team, and I'm going to talk about that in this video. I'm going to show you how it works, how you can get started with it today, and most importantly, how we can start running a lot of machine learning models, like hundreds of machine learning models using this thing called the H2O machine learning agent that's now part of my AI data science team. All right, so let's dive into it. If you guys are brand new, this is update number 2 that I'm making on my AI data science team. I've been working on this thing for like over 6 months now, and I've really made a lot of progress here, though, in the past, say, couple of weeks. I'm wiring many different agents up in here. You got data loading agents, you got agents for wrangling, data cleaning, exploratory data analysis, visualization, feature engineering. And we're going to focus on this machine learning agent today, and I'll introduce you to how it works. I'll actually show you it running towards the end, and then we'll kind of talk a little bit about MLflow, but I'll probably save that agent for a different update. So what do we got going on here? The cool thing is that basically we have an AI team that I'm able to load up any data set and it'll be able to run machine learning on it. So how do we get to that? So what I did to kick things off, I just loaded up a sample data set, but there's also a data loader. I'll show off that maybe in another video. Then what I did was I told it to create some model ready features. All right, so it did the feature engineering, stuff that I would normally do. It takes a lot of time, and you can see kind of what it does here. It creates the features. Most importantly, what it does is it makes this thing called a pipeline that goes from our raw data to the feature engineered data set, and we get all of that information as a reproducible pipeline. These are actual functions I can run in parallel in my code to test things out and to inspect stuff. Okay. All right. So that's kind of what we got going on. Next, what I did was then once I had the feature engineered data, so I went from raw data to now some engineered features. I wanted to create an H2O, or excuse me, a model that predicts whether or not customers are going to churn from this engineered data set. And so I just asked it, train a H2O auto ML classifier on churn with max runtime of 30 seconds and report leaderboard. Okay. So it hauls off and does this. And I'll show you guys it running here in a second. But literally, if you change this from 30 seconds to 3 minutes, it will literally build hundreds and hundreds of machine learning models. So down here, you can see it produced several machine learning models in just 30 seconds, but like you can obviously increase that. Most importantly, the pipeline. I've now got this updating, okay? So our pipeline started off with just kind of like data manipulations, and we took this feature engineering data set, and that's what we've got here. But if I scroll down here, it's also now creating this model training code. And this is what was created. Again, this is another step in our pipeline where we can start to see and inspect exactly how the machine learning model was produced, or series of models. Okay. The other cool thing here is we can actually see, let me scroll back up here, go over to the MLflow, or excuse me, the models. We can see all of the models that were produced. So this run produced, looks like 10 different models, and we can like zoom in on that. We can see, okay, these are the models, these are error metrics, and this is the one maybe that we want to go into production. Okay. All right, cool. That's all pretty nice and fine and dandy. But what happened under the hood? Well, the other cool thing is, and if you've never been exposed to MLflow, is it actually logs these things called models. All right. So it does this by default. A lot of data scientists may not be familiar with MLflow, so I'll definitely do a deeper dive into this in another video, another update. But this was the model that was created. It logs all of those metrics, and then it creates these artifacts. And from this, I can create this thing called a PyFunc, which is a MLflow feature that allows me to run predictions off this. We'll show you more of this stuff here in an upcoming video, but this is the ML model it created. This is how to, excuse me, the dependencies. This is the actual physical model, like of the leader that would run. And then what this allows us to do is to basically run these models in production. Okay. All right, so that's just a high level kind of what we did here. Last thing I want to run, I'm going to do another run so I can show you guys another update. So say we want to run this, pretend I didn't run the machine learning model, okay? I'm going to run it one more time just with the same prompt, okay? So I'm requesting it to train an H2O model. This is a new feature too that I just added called live logs. And what it does is it actually tracks what steps are being run under the hood and how long it's taking to run. Because, let's be honest, machine learning, it doesn't happen in like 2 seconds. Sometimes it takes these models, minutes and minutes to run. So we want to kind of make sure that the script's still running, that the model's still modeling, and everything's still running under the hood. And now we've got these logs, and you can see exactly which step we're in. So it's kind of, what happened here. We had a supervisor got engaged. Then it said, based on this question, we should involve this agent. That agent's starting to run. Now it's creating some code, Python code. Then it's executing that code. And you can see what the progress is going on here. Okay. So I thought this was another nice little feature. Anyways, I want to share with you, I do have I want to talk about how you can get your hands on this code. Also how you can join me for an upcoming 1-hour workshop where I dive much deeper than I can go into in this video. I dive a lot deeper into how to build machine learning agents. I'll be focusing on my next workshop, 1-hour workshop on a customer segmentation agent. So very powerful stuff. I do have that coming up here I typically run them once every 2 weeks on Wednesdays. So I'm going to invite you to that. I'll put the link in the webinar notes. If you want to join that, we'll do a deep dive into how to build a customer segmentation agent, and I'll teach you how to build these agents for yourself live, where you can ask questions and, most importantly, get answers, right? That's the big benefit of doing a live workshop. The other thing, how do you get your hands on this code? So I want to introduce you to the AI data science team. So this app that you're seeing here is actually 100% open source. I want you guys to be able to have access to it. Where it lives is in this repository, AI data science team. Do me a favor, put the link in the chat, make sure you go to it, give it a star. That lets me know that I'm doing good things. And then also I want this to be something that you help me build, so you can add issues here. And this is the issue that I'm currently working on, building the supervisor-led data science team. You can see I've been doing tons and tons and tons of work on it. But basically, how do you get access to the code? Go to the code tab and you can go down. There's a bunch of examples. Those are nice. What I'm going to point you to is the apps, and then this is the supervisor-led data science team. Keep in mind that this is still super beta. Don't try and run it in production quite yet. That would be a mistake. I'm still under heavy development, and also I'm still getting lots of questions and people asking like for features and making feature requests. So I'm planning to do that over the next several months in order to get it production ready. All right. So anyways, there you go. So next steps, if you want to join the webinar, here are the links in the video notes, the comments. So I'll give you that link there and you can join the next webinar where I'm going to go deep dive into an hour-long workshop. The next one is building a customer segmentation agent with agentic workflows. I'm going to show you how to build your first customer segmentation agent, very similar to agents that I'm integrating into this system here. And then the other thing is, if you want to get your hands on the code, I'll put this link in the chat, the AI data science team. Make sure to follow and subscribe to the channel, and make sure to star the GitHub repository. That lets me know I'm doing good, and add feature requests if you guys want to see something new that I haven't included yet. You can also post those in the video comments as well. All right, that's it for today. That's the machine learning agent. Awesome stuff. I got a lot more stuff coming. I'll be enhancing the machine learning agent. We'll be talking some MLflow in probably the next update, and we've got a lot more on the roadmap features that we're going to be adding into this.